So Salieri's Falstaff comes at this really interesting moment when Shakespeare adaptations are suddenly becoming fashionable again, and it's one of the first times that we see Shakespeare properly set to music as an opera. It's not absolutely the first. There were a few early adaptations in the middle of the 18th century. Gasparini, Scarlatti, Veracini all set quite substantially adapted versions of the plays. But in the last years of the 18th century, we get this little rush. So Bianchi writes Le Mort de César in 1790. Stephen Storace, who Mozart knew through Stephen's sister Nancy, he wrote Gli Equivoci, which is based on the Comedy of Errors. And then in 1796, Dittersdorf wrote a version of The Merry Wives of Windsor. So we can see this becoming increasingly interesting to composers. So Salieri writes his version in 1799. Salieri's in slightly uncharted territory for him in this work because his reputation was really as a writer of very, very serious tragedies, or a lot of opera seria. So here in the comic world, he's got De Franceschi, the librettist, to retouch the libretto to make it compatible with the opera buffa style. So unlike the setting of Falstaff that we're all familiar with, Verdi's, which is a continuous thread of music, this is lots of short, funny arias linked by recitative, which give maximum opportunity for comic timing, for comic business. It means the singers are free to deliver all of that. And it means that we have little musical gems dotted all the way through. It's not a genre that we particularly know now because we're more used to Mozart's opera buffas, but they're pretty serious by the standards of the time. The arias are long, concerted sequences are much more finished off. Here we've got a great big opening scene in the tavern. We have a big and fairly complicated Act 1 finale, Act 2 finale, but otherwise it's all quite short bursts. So why should you come and see this work? Well, for a start, it's the 200th anniversary of Salieri's death, and we really, really need to give him a fair hearing, particularly given the vile lies that are going to be spread about him with the new version of Amadeus. But more importantly, because it's really, really funny. This is a really silly show with very, very beautiful tunes, with lots of great melodies, but also great characterization. And where better to see it than in an intimate setting, because it's a farce. It's all about chaos. It's all about mistaken identities. It's all about misleading people. And you want to be up close, to be near the action and to really enjoy that. And here we are in the round. You can see the whites of their eyes as our performers give you this story. And the way we put things together, we put it together very, very quickly. So there's likely to be some real chaos. You get the mixture of art and artifice and preparation and reality all crashing in on top of each other. We've got a fantastic cast who are going to bring that to life. So do come and see Falstaff. Brilliant tunes, lovely, familiar story, silliness, antlers, and you get to be in the heart of the action.